The hospital ship drifts like a small lantern in a dark sea. Its hull is white. Its windows are dim. Inside, cold crates glow a soft blue. Each crate carries a gift from a young man named Ian. He was 25. He is gone now, but his choice remains. His organs and tissues wait for hands that need them. 102 lives depend on these crates. Dr. Meera Patel moves fast down a narrow corridor. Her boots click on the deck. Her mouth is dry, but her voice is calm. She checks readouts on the wall. Pressure is stable. Power is thin. The ship's AI, called the Warden, speaks in a low tone from the ceiling. Boarding threat predicted in 7 minutes, the Warden says. Meera nods once. Seal non-critical sections. Give me clear lanes from bay to med dock. Routing complete, the Warden replies. She pauses at the largest crate. It holds Ian's heart. The screen shows a wave. Not a true heartbeat, not life. It looks like a pattern, like a map. The Warden has been watching it. The signal persists, the AI says. It suggests an optimized path through hostile space. Then we follow it, Meera says. Her hand rests on the crate for a second. We promised him we would save as many as we can. Far outside, a thin red light sweeps across the ship. Pirates hide in the shadow of a nebula. They are not after gold. They are after life. Donor organs sell for more than fuel, more than weapons. A snare beam bites the ship and pulls it closer. Metal moans. Lights flicker. Impact in 20 seconds. The Warden warns. Meera keys the intercom. Team Alpha, hold the forward lock. Team Beta, guard the cargo spine. No stray fire near the crates. We lose one, we may lose many. Boots thunder. Doors slam. The air tastes like cold iron. The first hit is a kiss of metal on metal. A pirate cutter nudges the hull and locks on. Then comes the hard sound. Their boarding drill starts to spin. Sparks slide down the corridor wall. The floor trembles. Crew members raise shields and brace. The Warden shifts power. The blue glow of the crates deepens, then steadies. Fire suppression armed, the AI reports. I will vent only when needed. Meera moves to a console and brings up a map. The crates are a chain, each bound for a different world. Some go in tiny pods. Some must stay on the ship because they need constant care. The liver segment marked for Liara. The corneal graft for an alien pilot named Rook. The heart for the Warzone hospital on Vire Station. She feels the weight of every label. She does not let it slow her hands. Metal screams as a panel bursts inward. Pirates rush the forward corridor. They wear matte armor. Their visors are black. The crew fights in close space, fast and careful. Stun charges pop. Shields flash. No one fires near the crates. That rule is the law. Warden, close bulkhead 4, Meera says. Bulkhead closing. The door slides shut like a jaw. 2 pirates are trapped on the wrong side, caught by surprise. A crew member knocks them down with a baton and zip ties their wrists. The rest fall back to regroup. Then flames lick out from a junction box. The fire is thin but hungry. It eats along a cable toward the cargo spine. If it reaches the oxygen line, the corridor becomes a torch. Meera has 2 choices. She can vent the sector and kill the fire, but she will also drop temperature near the transplant bay. Some tissue packs may fail. Or she can send a team through smoke to pull the burning cable free and cut it by hand. That risks lives. She looks at the largest crate again. The wave on the screen shifts. A new peak rises, points left, then forward, like a finger showing a path. It is not a mine. It is not a ghost. It is a plan, made from math and consent and hope. We vent, she says at last. Prepare suit relay for the spine. We hand carry the high-risk crates. Confirm, the Warden says. Vent in 5. 4, 3, air roars. The fire dies in a white gasp. Frost spreads on metal. The ship groans but holds. Before the cold can bite deep, the Warden seals the vents again and pumps warm air back into the corridor. Crew members in light suits move in a line. They pass the most fragile crates from hand to hand, a slow dance through thin air. Each visor shows a counter. Lives touched 14, 18, 23. Small pods launch from the bay, each the size of a backpack. They slip into space and burn toward clinics that wait with open doors. Tissue packs, corneal rings, skin meshes, bone dust. Quiet gifts that turn pain into breath, into sight, into strength. Pod A3 away, the Warden reports. Pod B1 away. Track them, Meera says. If any pod goes cold, tell me. A tremor runs through the ship. The pirates try again at the airlock. This time they use a cutter that eats metal like a worm. The Warden locks a second ring, then a third. The doors glow dull red. They want the liver segment, the AI says. Market data suggests high value. They do not get it, Mira answers. Reroute power from non-critical lights. Keep the spine blue. The lights in the hallway dim to a moonlit gray. The crates glow brighter, steady and calm, like beacons. The crew holds the line. The pirates advance, then fall back, then advance again. They are not used to people who fight to give things away. In the med bay, 2 nurses steady the cornea pod for Rook. Its power reads low. The snare field is choking the transfer coils. Warden, the cornea pod is dropping, Mira says, eyes flicking to the readout. I need power there now. If I boost the cornea pod, the AI replies, the engine preheat will fall below safe. Micro-jump window may close. Mira tastes copper on her tongue. She thinks of Rook, who cannot fly storms. She thinks of the heart crate and the war zone waiting. She thinks of the number on the wall. 102. A promise counts by ones. Take heat from engines, she says. Give the cornea's life first. We will find another path. Understood, the warden says. Heat surges into the small pod. The readout climbs. The nurses grin, relief bright in their eyes. The counter ticks up again as another tissue pod docks at a clinic. Lives touched, 31. Then the ship lurches hard. The pirate cutter rams the side. A storage rack breaks free. A case slides, hits the floor, skids toward the wall. Toward vacuum, Mira dives. She catches the handle with both hands. The momentum drags her across the deck. Her shoulder slams a beam. Pain flashes white. She holds on. A crewman slaps a mag strap across the case and locks it down. Thank you, Mira breathes. She gets to her knees. We are not losing any. Warning, the warden says. External power surge. Pirates have tapped the service channel. They are bleeding current from the cornea pod line. The lights around the small pod dim again. The hum drops to a thin whisper. The screen shows a slow pulse, then a slower one. Outside, the pirates make ready to cut again. Inside, the gift of sight begins to fade. Mira looks at the pod. She looks at the map on the heart crate. The wave on the screen rises and falls, like a calm voice saying, choose the path that saves the most. She raises her head. All teams, she says into the intercom. Hold the forward lock. I am taking the cornea pod to auxiliary power, by hand if I must. She reaches for the release. The room is quiet except for the thin hum, the hiss of air, and the distant grind of a pirate cutter. The pod's light flickers. The hum drops one more note, and then, in the silent breath before her hands close on the handle, the ship shudders, and the pod's display slides from pale blue toward gray. The numbers fall. The gift of sight is drifting into darkness. The ship is bruised but alive. The blue crates glow in the dark like small moons. The cornea pod hums again after Mira's last gamble. Power is thin. Time is thin. Fear is near. Still, the work goes on. The warden studies the strange wave on the heart crate. The line rises, falls, then points like a finger toward a new route. Not a voice, not a ghost, a plan. AN's consent tags do this. They carry hints. They tell the ship how to save the most, under pressure, under fire. New path suggested, the warden says. Risk is high. Reward is higher, Mira nods. We take it. Outside, pirate ships gather like wolves. They talk on a private band. The warden listens. The captain's voice is cold iron. Cut their spine. Take the heart. We sell it for a city. Inside, the counter in the corner climbs as more pods dock at clinics. Lives touched, 34, 39. The cornea pod for Rook is ready. It must leave now or lose the window. The snare field still bites the hull. The small pod shakes like a leaf in a storm. Hold it steady, Mira says. 2 nurses guide it to the tube. The lock opens. The pod slides into space, then fires a tiny engine. It curves around debris and vanishes into a bright lane. Pod C7 away, the warden says. Mira closes her eyes for a breath she does not feel. Track it. If it dips below safe heat, call me. She does not say please. There is no time for that word. On a spin station far away, Rook lies on a table. His one good eye watches light bend and blur. He remembers storms. He remembers shame. He wants the sky back. He waits, fists closed, jaw tight. Back on the hospital ship, the pirates change tactics. They launch a new device, flat and black, like a dead star. It spins fast and eats radio noise. Jammer, the warden says. Also, unknown biofield. Explain. It is a harvester net, the AI answers. It causes failure in certain transplant packs. If it binds us, some gifts will die in minutes. Mira's lips go pale. Can we block it? Not without losing jump charge, the warden says. We need the jump to reach Veer Station with the heart. Another choice. Another wait. Mira thinks of Ayan. She sees his name on every screen. She hears a simple thought. Save as many as you can. Split the grid, she says. Starve the net. Feed the jump. I will cover the gap. How? I will move the crates, she says. By hand if I must, she runs. The crew runs with her. They form a line again. Hands pass blue light across the corridor. Soft. Sure. The ship creaks. The net closes. The lights hiss. The counter still climbs. Lives touched. 51. The pirates push in through smoke. Their boots ring on the deck. One pirate hesitates as the crates pass. He sees labels in a language he cannot read, but the numbers are clear. Kidney, child, skin mesh, burn unit. His visor fogs for a second. He steps back and lowers his gun. Move, the captain shouts in his ear. Stop feeling. Start taking. He moves again, but slower now. Mira reaches the med bay. The liver segment for Liara must go next. A colony's water filters are failing. If she lives, thousands drink clean again. If she dies, the plant stays broken, the warden speaks. The harvester net will touch us in 1 minute. Then we launch in 30 seconds, Mira says. We will beat it. Engines at 70%. Jump window will close in 4 minutes unless charge rises. Find me more, she says. Take it from comfort. Take it from light. Take it from anything that is not life. The ship goes dim. It becomes a shape in a black sea. Only the crates keep their blue, stubborn light. The crew moves like ghosts. The liver pod locks. It fires. It darts away between wreckage and sparks. A second later, the net's dark ring brushes the ship. Alarms cry. 2 small tissue packs flash red, then steady again as the warden throws a shield between them and the field. Impact mitigated, the AI says. 10% loss in buffer. Hold, Mira whispers. Just hold. The counter ticks again. Lives touched. 58. On the colony, Liara wakes to a bright ceiling and a quiet hiss. Pain sits near her ribs but does not own her. A doctor smiles. It took, he says. You are here. Liara turns her head. A screen shows a live feed of a water plant with dead filters and sad pipes. She breathes out. I go back soon, she says. I fix it. Not yet, the doctor says. Soon, she says again. Please, he sees her eyes. He nods. Back in the station clinic, Rook's bandage lifts. Light floods his world. Dust turns to shapes. Shapes turn to faces. His chest shakes. A storm front rattles the station windows at that same moment. Pilots stumble. A rescue shuttle needs a guide to land. Rook stands on weak legs. He speaks slow and sure. I can see, he says. I can fly. He enters the cockpit. He breathes with the ship. He steers through gray cloud and white rage. The shuttle touches down. People cheer. Rook sits very still and lets tears fall. The counter rises. Lives touched 66, 72. The pirate captain hears the same counter. The warden has begun to broadcast it on the open band. The numbers climb in the captain's ears as he plans the next cut. It eats at him. Those numbers mean nothing, he growls. Sir, says the hesitant pirate. They sound like lives. The captain turns his helmet slowly. We sell lives, he says. Do you forget why we eat? The pirate does not answer. He looks at a blue crate through a cracked door and says nothing. The heart still waits. Veer Station still waits, or still waits. The route there is blocked by the pirate line. The safe corridor is gone. The map on the heart crate's screen shifts again. The wave points to the nebula core. It is a maze of gravity knots and blind pockets. If the ship jumps through, it might live. Or it might tear like paper. Suggestion, the warden says. Micro jumps through the core. Many small jumps, high risk, high gain. How high? Mira asks. 70% chance of success if timed to the wave, the AI says. 30% chance of catastrophic failure. The harvester net slides back for a new pass. The engines hum at 80%. The pirates arm a cutter for one more charge. Mira stands between the crates. Her hand rests on the heart case. She feels cold through the glove. She thinks of Ayan's mother somewhere on a quiet street. She thinks of the child who will breathe with new lungs. She thinks of Liara's water plant, and Rook's storm landing, and the nameless soldier who will one day put down a weapon after seeing with new eyes. We jump, she says. The warden answers at once, plotting micro-jumps, sinking to the heart wave. All hands brace. The pirates hear the engine pitch climb. They surge forward. The harvester net swings close. Lights fail. The ship becomes shadow. Window in 12 seconds, the AI says. 11:10, a hull plate cracks. A siren screams. A crate strap snaps and whips across the floor. 9, the warden counts. 8, Mira catches the strap. She locks it. She sets her feet. She looks at the heart case and at the dark beyond the hull. 7, 6, the captain shouts, "Board them now!" 5, 4, the harvester net blooms like a black flower to swallow the ship whole. 3, the counter on the wall holds at 72 and waits with everyone else. 2, Mira closes her eyes for one heartbeat. 1, the ship dives into the nebula core. The world tears into light. The screen goes white. The story holds its breath. Light breaks apart. Then it snaps back like a pulled bowstring. The hospital ship falls out of the first micro-jump, shaking hard. Metal cries. Panels rain dust. But the blue crates still glow. They do not blink. "Jump 1 complete," the warden says. Its voice is calm but thinner than before. Course aligns with the heart wave. Next window in 9 seconds. Mira's hands are steady on the rail. Her knuckles are white. She stands between the crates like a guard at a gate. "Report. Structural strain at 9%, the AI answers. Engines hot. Harvester net trailing. Pirate line adapting. Outside, the nebula core swirls like smoke in deep water. Gravity knots twist the space around the ship. A wrong turn here is not a mistake. "It is an ending. Window in 3, the warden says. 2, 1, the ship blinks. Space stretches. Then it slams back. Alarms flare red. Jump 2 complete. Strain at 12%. Keep going, Mira says. Stay with the wave. The map on the heart crate shows that same soft line. Up, down, then a small hook to the left. The route is not a straight line. It is a dance with unseen hands. The pirates follow. Their captain watches the ship flicker through space, his teeth tight. "Match their jumps," he orders. "Cut them on exit." His crew tries. Their ships are bigger, louder. They surge forward and then fall behind. The nebula does not love them. On the hospital ship, a crate strap snaps again. A nurse dives and catches it before the crate can slide. She ties it off with shaking fingers. "Safe," she whispers, to herself and to the blue light. Window in 8, the warden says. Harvester net closing from aft. If it touches us on exit, we lose small packs. Mira tastes fear like copper. Can we bleed it? Only if we drop the scatter shield, the AI says. Then pirates can target. Another choice. Another weight. Always the same center, save the most. Drop the shield, she says. Bleed the net. We will take the shot. Confirm, the warden answers. Bleeding now. The ship shows its back to the black flower. Energy spills away like sand. The net dims. The pirates cheer. Their guns find focus. They aim at the ship's spine. Window in 3, the warden counts. 2, 1, the ship vanishes again. A bolt of angry light hits nothing. The captain hits the console with his fist. Again! Inside the hospital ship, the counter ticks as pods complete remote saves. Lives touched, 74, 79, 83. The numbers are quiet, but they change the air. Every face lifts a little. Jump 4 will be strongest, the AI says. Strain may reach 20%. Brace. Mira sets her feet wider. Crew lock helmets. Anchor lines on. No loose hands. The ship dives. Space screams without sound. The hull bows and then springs back. A seam opens along the ceiling. Cold breath enters. Frost smokes across a panel. A medic slaps a seal over the crack. The light steadies. Jump 4 complete, the warden says, voice thinner still. Strain at 19%. We are close to Veer Station. Pirates? Mira asks, 2 ships still in range. Their captain is angry. His crew is slower. Good, she says. Anger makes people dumb. On the station, a war-zone hospital stands ready with tired hands and brave eyes. A young medic, not much older than Ian, washes for the 10th time. He looks at the empty table. He looks at the clock. He whispers, please. Back in the nebula, the heart wave changes. The line makes a tiny loop. It points down into a hollow in the gravity field. It is a place no sane pilot would go. It is also the fastest door. Suggestion, the warden says. Dive into the hollow. Skim the knot. Rise on the other side. Fastest path. Highest risk. How high? Mira asks. 80% success if timed to the wave. 20%. Bad Mira looks at the heart crate. She thinks of the consent tag, the max impact note Ion checked when he was alive. Not a message. Not a soul. A set of hints that teach an AI how to choose in crisis. We take it, she says. We did not come here to be safe. Understood, the AI replies. Window in 5. The pirates hear the engine pitch. The captain bares his teeth. Block the hollow. Force them up. Pin them against the knot. His second hesitates. He stares at the counters the warden keeps sending out. 3, 84, 85. His voice is small. Sir, if we block them there, they will tear. That is the point, the captain answers. Sir, the second says again, they are carrying hearts and lungs and sight and life. For kids, for soldiers, for people. We sell life, the captain snaps. Or starve. The second looks at his hands. He says nothing more. Window in 2, the warden says. 1, the hospital ship drops into the hollow. Gravity hands reach for it. The hull bends like a bow. Sparks jump from panel to panel. The blue crates hum. The heart crates line rises, then dips, then rises again. A mark flashes now. Burn, Mira says. Engines roar. The ship skims the knot. It rises. It bursts out of the hollow into clearer space. Veer station fills the view, close and real and waiting. Station in range. The AI says. Docking curve plotted. Pirates on intercept. The captain throws his last ship forward. He aims at the hospital's dock mouth. If he rams the lane, the ship cannot dock. The heart cannot land. He breathes fast. He sees numbers he cannot stop hearing. 5, 86, 87. He snarls and pushes harder. Mira watches the pirate vector. She smiles without humor. Warden, is our reactor leak still fake? Yes, the AI says, but I can make it look very real. Do it, she says. And open a wide channel. The warden floods the band with a deep alarm and a nasty hiss. It paints a bright lying wound on the ship's side. Warning, it broadcasts. Reactor breach. Approach hazard. Shield failure. The pirate captain flinches. His crew flinches. No one wants to die in hot dust. The captain curses and veers a little. Just a little. Dock now. Mira says. Docking. The warden answers. The ship slides into the station lane like a blade into a sheath. Magnetic locks bite. The forward hatch opens. Cold air spills. The heart crate lifts on a quiet arm. Mira walks beside it. On the other side of the door, the young medic stands ready. His hands shake. His eyes are wide. Mira meets his eyes and nods. Go, she says simply. They go. The room is small. The task is large. The medic's hands move like he has trained every day for this and never done it once. The heart is placed. The lines are joined. For a second, there is no sound but breath. Then the monitor clicks. A blip. Another blip. A rhythm starts like a drum far away and then draws close. Ayan's last gift begins to beat. The counter on the wall lifts. Lives touched. 88. The pirates do not storm the dock. They hover unsure. Some watch the open band. They hear a nurse crying and laughing at once. They hear a surgeon whisper, "Thank you." The second in command lowers his ship's gun. He pushes a chunk of debris aside with a small puff of thrusters, clearing the lane a little more. He does not say why. He just does it. Mira steps back from the glass. She looks tired and strong at the same time. Warden, she says, tell me the rest. The AI's voice is soft now, but proud. Ayan enrolled in Max Impact. No memories carried, no voice. Only routing hints and triage weights, encoded in micro tags. The wave you followed is a map that bends to save the most. It is not magic. It is consent and math and hope. Mira nods. Hope is enough. The story does not end with one heart. It stretches out in quick, bright scenes. Rook guides another shuttle through a bad storm. A baby breathes because the shuttle lands. Lives touched, 91. Liara leaves her bed too soon and limps to the water plant. She fits a panel with slow hands. Pumps cough. Filters purr. Clean water runs like silver. Lives touched, 96. A child with new lung tissue chases a red kite on a quiet roof. The kite tugs the string and laughs with the wind. Lives touched, 99. In a dusty barracks, a soldier with fresh corneal rings reads a letter from home without help for the first time in years. He sets his rifle down and stares at the sky. Lives touched, 101. In the war zone hospital, the young medic leans against a wall and looks at the heart monitor. The rhythm is steady now. He whispers, "Stay." Mira stands in the docking hall with her crew. Their suits are scratched. Their faces are lined with salt and light. The warden speaks once more. "Final count ready. Say it," she says. Lives touched, 102. The number hangs in the air like a prayer answered. The pirate second in command closes his eyes. He switches off his gun. He turns his ship away. The captain shouts at him. He does not answer. He sets a course that is not a hunt. Sometimes a number is a mirror. Sometimes a mirror hurts. Mira touches the heart crate's empty cradle. He was 25, she says, to no one and to everyone. He is gone, but look what he did. The blue light from the remaining crates is softer now. The ship hums a tired, honest song. The nebula outside looks less like smoke and more like a road you can take and survive. Humans are not the oldest, not the strongest. But when they choose to give, space changes. Stations breathe easier. Storms feel smaller. Pirates pause. Numbers climb. The camera could end on faces. On hands, on water running. On a sky opening for a pilot who can see again. On a monitor that goes on and on. It ends on the counter, simple and bright.